You're there. You go. I can't, Derek. You're muted. You're muted. There you go. That's better.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
So
All right.
I'm trying to still make it work. There we
Hey,
Right.
we're officially here. We're official now. Welcome, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. This is another edition of the Heikadelic show.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, boys.
Yeah, what's
How's
it
your
like to
week
be
been?
back in the old country?
It's freaking cold.
Nah,
Yeah.
You think
It's
this is
just gonna
cold?
get colder and colder and colder.
You think this
Holy
is cold, mate? Oh,
shit.
jeez. You're in for a surprise.
Oh man. It's like yesterday I got up and it was like, what the hell is going on around here?
Oh, listen, this will warm you up. Hang on, here we go. Eventually,
Oh.
hang on. All together now.
Yes. And a tubing and a threebin.
And a four. Blah, blah, blah.
There you go. That was worth coming back for.
It sure was. Well, I heard that last week, didn't I? I'm pretty
I
sure
know,
I
but-
did.
Yeah, you did. You did. Well,
Yes,
I
making
played
that.
it. Whether you heard it or not is another question.
Oh yeah, I heard it.
Oh,
think
and Mexico went out of the World Cup that game last Wednesday.
Oh, did they?
2 goals was not enough to see him through. No, it went out of the goal difference.
Bummer.
Told you. I could have told them 2-0 is not enough.
Nope.
Well, there you go.
Oh, excuse me.
I'll end up
Yeah,
tuning
I
in.
got a. You can see this. I got a really cool skull shirt. Let me see. I got.
What is that, candy skull?
No, it's really neat. Look at this.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Mexican art, yeah.
Ah, it's crazy. There's a lot of.
Those are called
Mayan.
candy skulls.
Are they? There's a lot of Mayan stuff there. Like even the Tree of Life, everybody's a skeleton. It's just,
Crazy.
it's wild. It's really wild. I love the art.
Yeah.
Got to see a ton of it.
What is the what's it called, Derek? That skull.
The skull.
The candy skull.
Candy?
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
What's the story behind that? Do you know?
Why do they call it candy?
I don't know. It's just all painted up and they put jewels on them and shit. And
Yeah.
There's some Mexican art here somewhere. Hang on. It's right up on that shelf.
Oh yeah,
shit.
right up there.
Yeah.
I had to come back with something besides a couple of bottles of booze.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember my mom came back once with some, it was called Toad Tequila. It was
Toad?
green Toad, yeah. It was
Wow.
green. And I got some little cigarellos.
Yeah.
I like vanilla flavor.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, have the honey. I'm like, I don't want the honey. I want the fucking vanilla.
There you go. There you go. How about that?
Oh, look at that. That's kind of cool. Uh-huh.
I can't remember what the artist's name is that does all that.
Oh, there's a lot of that stuff there. There was even Christmas ornaments that look very, very much like that.
Yeah, there's a certain guy that did that. I can't remember. He's well known.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. Little fish.
Yeah, I was going to get some stuff, but after hitting the duty free, I bought a T-shirt because they didn't have room in the suitcase anymore. I didn't want to take a chance with something breakable.
Because we're slacking tonight.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey,
Hi,
Kathy.
Kathy.
Oh.
And
It's Kathy first.
Is Kathy number one?
Kathy and Melanie look like they were at the same time.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
9:32.
Oh, get the VAR out.
Oh, and Susan. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
chocolate chips.
Oh,
Made me think of you. I love chocolate chip cookies. I like anything with mint in it. Okay.
right.
Okay.
I
thought
love
you meant
mint.
I thought she meant you actually smell like a chocolate mint cookie.
There's been times that I have.
Oh, very nice.
Well, don't go around other people who like mint because they might start licking you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, I love
and Joel's
mint
there.
in my
Hey,
thing.
Joel. Say hi to Joel. Cheers, buddy.
Well, yeah, because we all know something. We gotta remember that too. We have a lot of people who watch the show. I'm down here. Sorry, I'm working up here and down.
Okay.
So we have a lot of people who watch the
In
show
the basement.
after it airs, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's well, like Joe. Like he usually watches it the next day or after
Mhm.
work, right? Because he's most of the time working afternoons and evenings. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was told
Yeah.
to watch last week's show because I heard I was kind of goofy.
Don't know anything about it.
No.
I'm saying nout, as we say where I come from.
Yeah,
I'm saying nout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the bartenders all coming over, getting in the photos and tipping
Yeah.
up the bottles. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Absolutely.
times. Good times.
Yeah. So do you get back okay? No delays, no horror?
Well,
Yep.
we thought so because we heard there was a big bad windstorm brewing up here. So we were okay leaving down there on time, but we thought we might get delayed up here. But
Mhm.
it was good. We just
Oh,
went
good.
through some turbulence. It came down, and in Toronto at the time, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
But once we started getting close to home, the wind really picked up.
Yeah.
I like turbulence
So-
in the air. It
Yeah.
you know it shakes it up a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Oh, I'm going. Yeah, one more ride. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's what the first time I came to Canada on vacation on holiday in 1980, we were flying back, and we touched down in Montreal, going back, picked up there, and then we were flying, direct then to Glasgow. And I remember the captain came on and he said, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard." Blah 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 blah. And this is whatever it was, and he said, "Well, probably in about 20 minutes we'll encounter some turbulence." And like everyone's, "Ooh, okay." He said, "But you know what? We're going to batten down the hatches and we're going to ride on through there." And
That's
people
cool.
were like, "Oh my god!"
That's cool.
I thought it was really cool. Yeah, yeah. So I've always thought when people say turbulence, I remember that particular captain on that plane. I thought, that's the way to treat your passengers.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
I still remember. I was like, I think I was 15. I went to Germany, and over Europe we hit some bad turbulence, and all of a sudden I was sitting by the wing and I was looking out the window, and when it happened I watched the wing
Yeah.
flatten right out and then bend right up like that and
Yep.
go back down again. And it was like you hear people either screaming or taking a deep breath.
Yeah.
The masks didn't fall, but
Yeah.
we dropped 300 feet.
Oof.
We hit an air pocket.
Wow.
That was
Awesome.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Watching
didn't
the wings flex,
Yeah.
because
It made you shit.
there's like, how they've got a little bend to them. Well,
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
straightened out, and then we're in nothing, and then
Yeah.
it finally hit, and they bent right up and back down again. It was like, woo!
Ooh, here we
It was
go. Hang on in there.
It was
Yeah.
pretty cool. This time it was just some
Yeah.
bumps and a
Yeah.
little bit of shaking and stuff. But
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you didn't have to pay extra for that experience. It's great.
no, it was free. Awesome.
All part
My,
of the journey.
Airplane story.
Yeah.
My very first time in an airplane, I jumped out.
Of the plane.
Yeah,
Where were you?
parachuting.
What kind of? Oh, parachute.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get me doing that.
Yeah, no. No matter what, I've always been. I've landed in more planes than I've taken off in.
Wow.
Wait a second. I've taken off in more
Yeah,
planes.
more
than
planes than I've
landed.
landed in. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, never appealed to me that. No, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Unless
I
it was
thought of
windy.
it.
It's beautiful. Like, have you ever climbed to the top of a mountain or a castle or something? You just look at it and, holy shit, even like the pyramids
Yeah.
and stuff, right?
No, the CN
Yeah.
Tower. I did
When
it for
you're-
10 years. I was looking down on Toronto.
There you go.
1,000,
Well, there
whatever, 365 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
Imagine being able to just 360 around at will.
No. I don't have a
for
death wish
miles,
like you.
Well, it's fun. It's not a death wish.
I didn't want to die young, Derek.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I could go running and have a heart attack.
You
Jumping out
could.
of a plane is more
Well, you
my
could.
speed,
you,
right?
you could get hit by the bus too. You know.
True, that's true. Well, I'll take those chances rather than jumping out of an airplane.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if you jump out of an airplane, you're only going to hit one thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The bottom.
Yeah.
Both
Yeah.
my sons have done it. Both my sons have done it, but I said not a chance.
Well, it's funny. Years ago, I wanted to do it, but then you just hear there's so many problems now. Like, they're cutting corners and shit, and people are dying, and people are whatever. And I thought,
There's a whole underculture to that too that a lot of people don't know. I have a friend who's an instructor, and he does tandem and everything, right? And
right.
he unfortunately not too far from us up in what the hell is that place called? Oh my god, I can't think of it now. But anyway, it's not too far from us. Anyways, they had a couple of instructors die. But
Yeah.
sometimes it's misadventure too, right?
Yeah.
Well,
you can hit yourself.
You get guys who are extremists, and they're gonna do a little more than what you know, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can twist an ankle, right? I mean, nothing, but which I didn't have to even to be in on a parachute to do that a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that because I was self-employed, right? No working, no money. You're not going to be carrying gear around and standing on your feet for, 4 or 5 hours at a gig. So I have to stay away from those things.
Yeah, I was young and dumb for quite a while. So
well, you've broken quite. You're like Evel Knievel, aren't you? You got a few broken bones.
I have. I've got quite. Yes, I do.
You've done well.
I'm in double digits. Yes.
Really, double digits. Oh my god. Well, that'll come back to haunt you, won't it? Down the road.
Down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least you did it.
I just live in different levels of pain.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But at least you did it here and there, a little bit. I did my double digits all in one shot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, you've been messing about, didn't you? You went to the top of the class for that one.
Yeah. I haven't broken my body. Now I'm going to do them all.
That's right. You're going to break one, make it worth your while. Break a few.
Well, I wouldn't call it brave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, oh my God, I tell you, I had a great time away. I tried a lot of stuff.
Yep.
And
that's what I see.
Yeah, people said, what do you want to do? I said, everything. What do you want to eat? I said, everything. I want to try it all. Like, I'm here. Like, all I can say is, no, I don't like it. Push it aside and have something else. Like, I just wanted to be adventurous and just do it all. Right.
When in Rome, do the Roman stuff.
Yeah. Like, it was incredible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's an experience. Yeah.
So what was the absolute best part about it?
Oh, you know what? It's hard to say. It depends. Let's say the food. We had 3 different restaurants that we did in the evening that you had to book. One of them we actually did twice. And they were the top chefs in Mexico. This resort had hired them, and they run the kitchen in these different restaurants. So instead of doing a la carte, getting a menu and picking stuff, we did the chef's menu. So there's no menu. You just sit down, and they start bringing you stuff. And 7, 8 courses, and you feel like a movie star, like you're on TV. The stuff they put in front of you is, I've only seen it on TV, like totally top end, exquisite courses, right?
Yeah.
And the waiter even puts it all down, and he stands there and explains to you what it is, right? And you're supposed to eat it like this or like this. Like there are some things you got to pop the whole thing in your mouth, and then there's 4 different items, but you have to eat them in a certain direction, right? And I'm telling you, that was the best dining I've ever done in my life. It was absolutely fantastic, and just the whole process, right? The presentation,
They
the stuff.
explain it to you what it is.
Yeah,
That's
it was
great.
just.
You know what I mean? It's like,
It felt so
well,
cool.
I like to put everything into like a great big fucking mash. You know what I mean?
A big bowl and mix it up
Yeah,
and just
yeah,
slam her
pretty much.
back, right?
Yeah, yeah.
How do you know what's what then? If you do
How
that,
do I know what's what?
yeah, if
I
you're so
don't-
much together.
You just go by luck, I guess. This one has this in it and this.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked like the buffets. I liked sampling the first couple days we were there. I found this one thing. I just looked at it. It said cactus and onions, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
all right. So I tried it. It was freaking delicious.
Yeah.
So every time I went to the buffet, I looked for it because it was that good.
Yeah.
But you try it like a little spoonful of a whole bunch of different things. So you got this big colorful plate full of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you try it. You go, okay, I don't like this that much. So you don't get that again. And
yeah,
I did that for
I
a
like
couple
the green
days.
juice. It's cool.
They had that, and they actually had a thing called green juice, and it was bright freaking green. Yep.
That's awesome. Mexico,
there was
I had green juice, and
Yeah.
you get different flavors. Like I can't remember what it was. I had banana at one place that we were at. I think it might have been Cuba. Banana was big for like drinks and stuff. They
Okay.
were making like banana smoothies and banana milk, and it was all right for me.
Yeah.
Get your potassium in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had not much banana in drinks. It was like pineapple, grapefruit, lime, and then it had strawberries and melon and stuff like that here and there too. But a lot of the drinks are sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, speaking of melons, what about we go to the opposite side of melons and talk about somebody's backside?
Oh, we can do that. But if there's anybody out there who wants to share a Mexico or a vacation type story with us or a plane ride, please chip in tonight.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome.
We'd love to hear your traveling stories.
Oh, what's this? Wait a second. Potential challengers. I am offering the follow in return for a successful answer to a riddle. Do you accept the challenge?
Ooh.
Oh, wow. We just may. Let's see if we challenge you to get our riddle in George's backside.
The backside.
And I'm trying to get this changed over here, George, to make you big. But my other computer's just,
Well, it's better if I'm small. It's harder to guess.
There we go.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, there you go.
Right.
Damn it, he figured it out.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. I hope I've got everything.
Well, you want me to go big? I can go big.
No, that's good enough. That's good enough. But because last week you saw the logo, right? But anyway, here we go.
Wow, see where he pulled that back? It's a giant letter H.
Oh, wait a second.
Have you any idea?
H is for Hannah Montana.
Are you getting your screenshot in there, Derek?
No, I can't. My phone's down here. I'm
All
using my phone and my computer's up here because the internet's kind of not working so well. So,
all right. Any questions?
Any questions? Okay, so that's a black and white photo, I'm assuming.
It's kind of mostly black with a bit of color on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that is the artist?
Yes, I believe that is the artist.
They blocked him right out.
Yeah. No, I haven't. That's the actual cover. I've just brought the name of the song and the artist.
Okay, so this is an artist. This isn't a band.
This is a solo effort. Yeah.
Now, is this a solo effort? So somebody from a band?
Yes, he left the band or the band. Yeah.
Left.
No longer existed. Yeah. Yeah.
And the band no longer exists. And they went solo. Were they more famous as a solo artist or is the band?
In the band, probably.
In the band.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And are we
70s?
They were, well, yeah, he was around in the 70s, yeah, but this was late 80s.
This is late 80s, so somebody with longevity. Okay. So they were in the 60s, 70s.
And are we talking
80s,
North
80s.
American or UK?
We're talking the UK.
Ah.
George Michael?
George Michael. Let's see what happens when we do this. George Michael. Let's have
That's a good guess there, buddy.
It is. Oh. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it's not right, but good guess.
No,
It's a very good guess, though.
So it's along that line?
Some of those lines that you just mentioned, yeah.
Oh, okay. Kathy says Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie's not from the UK, Kathy.
Oh.
Although she probably said that before you asked that question.
Yeah, she could have.
Yeah, but I like to buzz her anyway.
Oh, she said I'm out with Lionel. Yeah,
Oh,
so she even got it before, yeah.
Okay. She buzzed herself.
Okay.
Right.
So, somebody from the UK
Yeah.
is a solo artist who was in a band and is more famous in the band than they are solo.
As a unit, they were better known than.
Okay.
But they.
Hey, S. Finn, let's see if you can guess this. You want us to guess a riddle, so try and guess the album.
What's that, Derek?
This isn't a Beatle, is it?
Is this a Beatle?
A Beatle.
It just
one
might
of the
be.
Beatles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, you got 25%. Come on, he did this the other week.
Yeah, I know.
Right, first time. You've only got 4 names to pick from.
Yeah, I know, but this album, because I'm trying to narrow it down.
Yeah, actually, this is a 12-inch release.
Did they have a hit on it? Was
this was a single off the album. It's a 12-inch single from the album.
George?
Pardon?
Ooh.
George Harrison this time, not George Michael.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see what we get here. Oh, hang on. No, hang on. No, hang on.
There you go. Oh, look at Kathy. Now, did you guess it before Kathy? Because Kathy put it up. We gotta check this now.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who got it first?
I don't know.
Controversy.
Oh,
actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give Kathy.
Give it to
Jeff
Kathy.
Lynne. If you look at this, that's very good, Kathy. Because if I peel off the name of the artists, produced by George Harrison, Jeff Lynne, and George Harrison.
wow! Nice job, girl.
She called Jeff Lynne first, right?
Yeah. Well, he's the producer, so she gets a bonus point for that.
Whoa, all right, Kathy.
That'll go, Kathy. Nice job.
George's bonus.
There you go.
Well, that's the way it goes.
I don't know. I think we're gonna have to look on that timing.
Well, I did have a John Lennon shirt on tonight.
Wow.
So that was George Harrison. There's a song on that. Was George Harrison's last charting song? I'm
not sure, actually. Might have been. Might have been the last really big one.
That was some stupid trivia I heard.
Yeah, probably. It's the one with I think Ringo's in the video with him, where it's all going on. Yeah.
Johnny Ringo?
It could be that. Not that Ringo.
Oh,
that's where I thought you were going with it.
Yeah, I know. Johnny Ringo. Yeah, he's popular.
Yeah.
I knew he was a superstar. Woohoo! Yeah, you can say cheers to Kathy.
Cheers, Kathy.
Mm.
Cheers,
actually,
Kathy.
It's
cheers.
I think this Friday is that the 8th. The 8th is when John Lennon got assassinated. So how many years is that? 42.
No idea.
Something
Wow.
1980, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like I think it was the 8th of December. It's either 6th or the 8th. It's somewhere around there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the 8th.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would check, but I'm on my phone right here.
42 years ago. I think he'd be 82 now if he was still alive. Can't imagine that. Isn't
He wouldn't have sounded very good anyway. He would have sounded a little bit more like Yoko.
Maybe not. Maybe him and Gordon Lightfoot would be hanging out.
Maybe.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. Come on, how old is Gordon? He's got to be almost 80 now, right?
Oh, he's getting up there.
He's still playing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he can still sing too. That's the problem.
Well, do you want to know who else can sing? Who's got to be getting up there too? Is Burton Cummings.
Yeah.
He may not be able to sing like back in the day, but he can still belt it out pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I always liked
follow
him.
him
He was,
on Facebook and stuff.
yeah.
All right. Yeah.
You ever get to see him?
Have I? No, I have not.
No. I got to see him twice,
Nice.
Oh, yeah?
and it was freaking awesome. And it's funny because it was back to back, Tuesday night, Wednesday night.
Yeah.
I saw him in Toronto at Ontario Place there. I don't know what it was called back then, but I saw him there and where the stage
The forum.
revolved.
The
At
forum.
the forum. Yeah.
Mm.
And I had really good seats, and it was such an awesome show. I went back the next day and watched it again. It was
Cool.
yeah, it was so great. He did all his own stuff, and then he went back into the older hits, right?
Mhm.
And it was freaking cool.
The Guess
Hey.
Who.
Yep. So whatever happened to S. Finn there? He said he was going to give us a riddle to try and guess.
Yeah, I know.
So if you're still listening, bud, let's hear it.
Riddle
do our
me
best.
this. Riddle me this.
Kathy will probably guess it because she guesses all this stuff. She's good at it.
Yeah.
So we'll see if it comes up. Where's all our other fans? Danny, Keisha, where are they all?
I don't know.
John, Junior, like they all hiding or what?
Maybe they just don't want to say hi to you.
Yeah, I know. They're pissed because I was in Mexico and they weren't.
Yeah. Look at you. You're a little bit redder too when you got back.
Yeah. And I think I haven't got the shakes yet, but I'm still
The DTs are coming
detoxifying. I think I probably drank my weight in tequila.
out. Tremors.
I'm not proud of it, but it was fun. Well, again, when you're down there, you got to try everything, right? So you get to the bar, and there's like 30 different
Shot
types
in
of
that
tequila,
glass.
and you're going, what? I didn't even know there was that much. So, well, let's start sampling, right?
Hey, this one's pretty good. Oh, I like this one better. Oh, hey.
Oh, I got 2 bottles I brought back. They're over here. Yeah, you can just barely see them in the background. I should
Let's
get
see
them
them.
and show you. Hang on.
Tequila.
Do you think we can get them to drink them straight?
Don't think so.
Yeah, we're going to try to do it right now.
Another Heiko experiment, live and direct.
Yeah.
See what happens if you drink a complete
All
bottle
right.
of tequila.
Here we go.
Hey, Hike.
Huh.
See this bottle? Okay, you just brought it back a bottle from Mexico.
Yeah, 2.
Let me see it.
3.
You gotta have
This
a swim.
this here
Oh,
Not
fancy.
that one.
Oh.
is the
That's
absolute. There it is right there. Dobel
The Bel
Diamante.
Diamante. Yeah.
Yeah, you could
Is that a
you could
good
buy.
one?
Yeah, you could buy this here.
Yeah.
And there was a bottle down there we never got to try because you don't get a shot. You have to buy the whole bottle,
Mm,
right? And it's $300 US. So I imagine that was something pretty special.
mm.
But this, out of all the tequilas we tried, this is the one my cousin Gord drinks here, and you can buy this here. This is the best frickin' tequila that we drank. So if you see that in the liquor store and you like tequila, try this. You will not be sorry.
I like tequila.
You might be.
Try it.
That boy's from Saskatchewan.
Yeah. Hey, Saskatchewan. Night, is that an actual place?
You never been to Saskatchewan?
Yeah. And then they were telling us, you got to try this, right? So I'm going to open the box here. I'll show you the bottle.
Yeah, you got to have a swale of it right now, straight up, because you just got it back.
Oh, this is fucking special shit, man.
Wow.
1921.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what. And we checked to see if we could get it here. But you cannot. You can only get this in Mexico. And it is a Mexican cream liqueur made with tequila. Like Bailey's, Bailey's and 40 Creek cream. This. And I am telling you, it's amazing. It's really, really good. And made from tequila, I would have thought, ugh, when they first said that.
Yeah.
But holy shit. It
was good.
It's awesome.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Well, that's great. That's great, Hacker. What did you bring back for me and Derek?
Well, when you guys come over, we're going to open these.
Okay.
Yeah. Here, Derek, smell this.
I couldn't bring us all a bottle.
All right. Okay.
The duty-free guys frown at that kind of shit, and they
well, you can try.
Take half your booze away.
Yeah.
But and we brought vanilla extract back from Mexico, which is pretty good. Yeah. So,
hey, wait a second. What's this there, Hike? Show it again. I'll ask my sister to look for it. She wants
the
to
tequila?
See it. Show
the
it
tequila?
Again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here. No, look for this.
Was it that one or was it the other one?
This you can buy here. All right.
You can't get the 1921 here.
No, you can't get it anywhere else in North America. So look for this tequila. It's Dobel Diamante.
Maestro
Dobel.
Here, I believe it's 68.
Oh, she's talking about the blue one. Why, Susan? Do you have somebody in Mexico? You have a sister in Mexico?
I don't know.
Maybe
if she does,
60-pounder of it. Woohoo!
They have
roll up in a big old drum.
They have this bottle in blue, and they also have it in pink. It's the same thing. They just have two colored bottles.
We're gonna put you over here.
What does it say? La creme.
Yeah.
A creme. The cream of Mexico.
Yeah.
Creme de Mexico.
And if you look on the back here, you can see the writing at the top. It says.
You got to back her up a bit.
Cream.
Yeah, there you go. Right
cream,
there.
1921. Cream de tequila.
Yeah, awesome.
All right.
And it's good until 2004 or 24. You gotta drink that shit, bro.
Yeah,
right? You don't want it to go bad.
The stamp date on it.
Tomorrow.
You don't want it to go off. Yeah.
Oh, it's not going off.
Now, man.
It's going down.
Not going off.
It's going down. Yeah.
So, Hike, I'm trying to get you to drink tequila here.
I know you are,
right?
But it just wouldn't be right because I have to share this with somebody.
Why, don't you have anybody there with you?
No, just I got the cat and the dog, and they're not going to drink. Well, the dog might like tequila.
Well, you don't really have to. As long as somebody's there with you, like you don't have to fucking, drink alone or anything. You got the cat and the dog with you. That's fine.
Oh, look at Kathy says there's a really cool liqueur from Mexico called 42. You make mini beer shots
how
with
old
it.
His name was.
I never saw that. Mini beer shots. Wow. We just did tequila shots. Tequila shots and more tequila shots. And that's funny.
Yeah,
we
Susan, that she does have somebody in Mexico, and that's a suggestion. So yeah, 1921.
If you know someone in Mexico, Susan, ask them for that and get them to ship it up to you or whatever. I'm telling you, you're gonna be on the show after you've tried it, and you're gonna go, "Holy shit, you were right."
Cold season, go down there.
Oh.
How much does your sister love you? 3 months worth?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice. Mexico for 3 months.
Yeah.
It's not super cheap. Like it's it's a premium price, but it's worth it. It really is. So, anyways, that's enough about booze and drinking. What kind of show do you think this is?
Well,
Exactly.
I wish I had those pictures sent to you, like from the bartenders and shit like that. As soon as they found out I was doing a live show to Canada, they went crazy. They started bringing me more drinks and bringing me shots, and they wanted to sit beside me. Well, you saw them there briefly, right?
Yeah.
So that was fun. And then they remembered me at the bar the next day,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "Hey, Mr. Heiko!" Hey. They're coming over again and bringing me shots. I'm like, holy shit! The one guy, we just said, "We need some shots of Dobel," which is the tequila here, right?
Yeah.
And you got to be careful because if you ask for Dobel, that's like the company kind of that makes a certain type of tequila.
Okay.
So they have a couple different types. So then we'd have to say, no, Dinamente, right? And then they're like, oh. So then they put the bottle down, and now they start going in the coolers underneath the bar and looking for it because they hide it.
Yeah, keep the good stuff hidden.
And Gordon and I, the second day we were there, the bar we're at, they had 4 bottles. We didn't drink all of it. My wife helped. And then, a couple other people were like, hey, what are you drinking? So we get some shots around. We cleaned them out. We cleaned the bar out. It got to and they said, no, it's all gone, sir. You drank everything. We're like, shit. So we're hoping the next day they had more, but they didn't.
No, yeah, you drank it all.
So we had to find another bar that had it. And it was funny as hell. And then for some reason, they would only have 1 bottle, not 4.
I wonder why.
They were waiting for us to go back to Canada.
Drinking all the good shit.
Those bastards know what the good shit is. So it was so funny. Good times.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, the one thing that really helped me is I spent minimum, I would have to say 3 hours minimum every day in the water.
Oh, yeah?
And if it wasn't in the ocean or in the cenotes, it was in the pool or out on my excursions.
So
The
cenotes, did you go to any of the bigger ones where like you can go in for, like quite the swim or a tube or whatever?
There was one park, it was actually called Cenote, but we didn't go there because it was an entire day, like a whole day, leave in the morning, come back at night. And we had cenotes right at the resort. And they went from the far side of our resort all the way across the front to the next one. And you could rent kayaks, paddle boats, paddle boards, or you could just throw a life jacket on and go swim, right? So it was pretty cool. There's a lot of fish in there. It was
the one
really
cenote that I went to. They could lower you down, or you could take a ladder up, right?
Okay, yeah.
Right. So I asked the guy, I'm like, is it deep right here underneath? And he's like, yep. And he goes, it's about 30, 40 feet deep there. I'm like,
yeah,
awesome. And he goes, when you go over here, it's, it goes up and does this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, can you jump in? He goes, well, we used to let people. And I'm like, oh, so you can't jump, right? Because it was good. It was about 20 foot, I would say, right? From,
okay.
Into the water.
Yeah.
And that's cool enough. That's good enough to get your adrenaline going. So I'm like, can I jump it? And he goes, no, we don't let people jump it anymore. But if you take the ladder and you fall off, right? So that's what I did. I went down the ladder and then I just jumped off and
just let go.
I told you I had a death wish. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, no, come on. The guy totally he set it up. He's like, you could take the ladder and if you fell off,
it's okay.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, we had 2 spots where you could jump in. One was like 15 feet. The other one's like 25 feet.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. right?
You don't need water slows you down enough. Like I used to jump. Well, I think the highest spot was like 50 feet or something, and that
Yeah,
I jumped. And there was another
right.
level that I wouldn't jump it. That was my limit. Um,
That's a lot.
when you
If you
hit the
don't hit,
water, like you only need like 4 feet to stop because you hit it with so much impact. You just and you curl, right?
yeah,
So we were only jumping into like 10 to 15 feet of water, and nobody hit
yeah,
the bottom. Not like
Mm.
yeah,
it's almost impossible when you're jumping like that because you automatically curl.
yeah. If you turn, like I said, if your body's not straight, then I can see that you can curl each
Well,
way.
you got to cross your feet, right? So
Yeah.
you don't get water in orifices.
Yes. Yes. You don't want that happening.
Yeah. Definitely not.
They had the one water slide there. It was a huge, huge tower, and you climbed up like a ramp, and then it went into like a lighthouse, and then you started doing the round metal staircase, and it kept getting tighter and tighter and tighter, and you finally get to the top, and you go out, and it's like, oh my god, right? And the water slide went around like a corkscrew,
Awesome.
right? And you just keep getting faster and faster, and because you can actually feel the little bump
You feel,
where the joint is.
Yeah.
And then right at the bottom, it does a hard turn and a freaking drop. So you wind up almost spinning right around inside the tube, and you're totally disoriented because you're doing this and shit. And then bam, you hit the water. It's like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
So George, would you do something like that? Would you take like a tube ride down, something like
No,
that?
I've done things like
you were
that
saying?
within reason. Within reason, you know. Yeah, I won't go too crazy.
The one really neat thing is we got snorkels, and we started out. Shit, what do they call those plants? It's all roots. The trees, it's just tons of roots, and they go into the water. There's a name. Yeah, we started there. So you're swimming through these, and that was really, really cool. And it opened up into like a small river, and it got bigger and bigger. And we snorkeled there, and all the fish that would come up to you, oh, crazy.
Did you go see like, hey, here's my buddy, he's fishing. You guys want to see some fish?
Yeah,
we
really
did that
neat.
when we went for a ride like that.
Yeah.
And like I think Dawson drove the boat. Just like
Okay. Yeah. Oh, driving a boat. Oh shit. I don't think I told you about this last week. No, because it was we did this near the end of last week. We went to a park. It was called Savage. And it's kind of weird because you got to take a bus there from the resort, and you got to book it. And you get there like 8:30. We left really early in the morning, and you get there. It's like an hour and 20-minute drive. You get there for 8:30. The park opens, and then you leave at 5 at night. But it's just the tour buses that bring the people in. Those are the people that are in the park. So that day that we went, they knew there was 200 people in the whole park, and they said usually there's 500 plus. Because we're walking around and we're going, where the hell is everybody? Right? We had like the park to ourselves. So my cousin and Gordon and I, we thought, okay, before it gets busy, we'll go to the back and we'll do the monster truck ride first, right? You get these Jeeps, and the guy goes, who's driving, you or you? I said, we're both driving. We're both getting the truck, right? Like, come on. And it's not like, you go to a ride and it's like 3 minutes and it's over. Yep. You're driving this thing by yourself, and I would say it's a good somewhere between 15 and 20 minutes. You're driving this monster truck, and you're driving up shit where when you come over the top, you can't see where anything is. You're just praying, right? And then you have angles that you do like about there, but you're doing a hard turn while you're doing the angles. So you got to go high to stay off the wall and shit like that.
Yeah.
You drive over cars. There's bumps. There's like stairs that you have to go up, but they're not like man stairs. They're like probably 3 feet by 1 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. and then you got to go up the stairs and then down the other side, and the stuff in logs, stumps, mud puddles. There's one hill you go over, and there's like a swamp at the bottom, and you just nail it, right?
Yeah.
But what a great ride!
Where was that? Where was that?
It was a park called Savage,
Savage.
and if you look it up, if you spell the word Savage, you take the S off and you put an X there.
Okay.
Okay.
Everything with this park, everything starts with X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's the name of the place is X, and then Carrot, Caret.
But they call it like shh, don't they?
Yeah, they call it Eshkaret.
Yeah.
Not Excaret. They call it Eshkaret.
Yeah.
So
well, there's one time I was down there a good few years ago now. It was like Watuco, it was called. It's like way down. And there was like a bay, like you get a bay and then you get the ocean. It wasn't like you went straight out onto the ocean.
Right. Yep.
It was like this really nice bay, really calm. Anyway, it was one afternoon then. I'm just on my own and I'm like sat in the bar, and it was like a little tiki hut, whatever they call it. That bar on the beach, and I've got the old souls going, soul beers. Yep. It's like 3:00 in the afternoon, and the beach is quite busy. And then I hear like a commotion going on. I'm like, oh, something's going on. I thought, someone's in trouble or something.
Right.
So I thought, and the people were like moving up the beach, right? People were all coming away from the water, right? I thought, what's going on here? And everyone's standing around, right? And what had happened, it cleared. It said, something in the water, right? And we were all watching, and you saw this fin, this like black fin sort of come up, just like, about 20 feet from the shoreline. Right. Kind of go down again. That's it. I'm not going for a morning dip tomorrow. It was like a scene from Jaws. Just everyone playing up the beach. It was crazy. Yeah. So that's my fish story.
Just always make somebody is out further than you.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought, I don't fancy that. Yeah. It was huge though. I don't think it was a shark. It was something else. It was massive.
Well, unless probably a small whale or something.
Something like that. But look more black than grey. But maybe, it was just because it's, like 3:00 in the afternoon. But I thought, that's pretty scary.
Yeah. Killer whale.
It come in from the ocean into
that
they got
close
to the. But yeah.
So Kathy was asking for Netflix recommendations.
Yep.
I actually normally don't watch Netflix.
No,
but I just got hooked on a new show called Wednesday. It's about Wednesday Addams, and it's an awesome show. So I highly recommend it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wednesday, and is that on Netflix or is that on?
It is. It's a Netflix, actual Netflix. See,
I watch Prime all the time because they got great shows on that.
I watch like a bunch of different things. Tubi, like. I don't know. We got a thing called a Fire Stick.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So it's like you it's all streaming. Anything streaming, right?
Yeah. As long as you have good internet, you can watch anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, my internet's not that fucking good.
Yeah.
Does that affect your Fire Stick?
Yeah, it does because it's wireless, right?
Yeah.
Feeds through the Wi-Fi.
Well, is it anything? You don't have to. It'll only work really well so far away from your actual router, whatever it's called, right? Is that And there's a way around that. You can get like a booster
as long
signal.
As you have internet. As long as you have internet.
Yeah, right? But you can get like a booster signal. Like we've got one. I mean, I don't watch that kind of stuff, but like my son sets it all up where there's like a booster thing. So even though it's here in the basement, it works well on the main floor and also in the upstairs in the rooms upstairs, all of them.
Right. So the thing with
it's a white thing with like antenna on it.
It's a router booster.
Something like that.
What they do is they make the signal from your router go further.
Yeah.
If you have shitty internet, like a slow connection, it will not help you with that. It only helps you for distance.
Right.
Right.
Okay. I just thought I'd mention that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they're pretty cool though. Like you said, if you have the hub up set up on one end of the house, and you can't get it at the other end.
You get outside. You can take it outside, and it'll still work. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we do that with the Fire Stick. We hook it up to our projector, right up at the cottage, and then out of the cottage we take it out by the boathouse and watch movies out there.
Yeah.
I still haven't been back to the movies.
My internet here goes all the way out to the barn, so it's pretty good too.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
sleeping in a pillow of
sleeping in the hay bales. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the series I'm watching now. I'd have to turn the TV on and find it because I can't remember the name, but it's very, very cool too. It's all about the new tech, like the goggles you put on me, Derek, the 3D goggles.
Yep, the virtual reality.
Yeah, it's all about that, but it's more advanced. But the same thing. It's you are like playing a game, but you're joining another reality, like you said, like it's kind of it's very realistic.
Yep.
And you have your character in that other reality, and you actually mingle with all the other people, like you said. It's like a virtual world, right?
Yep.
And it's really, really interesting because there's actual crime and all kinds of shit happening in there, right?
Right.
And this guy's into it. He's a crazy gamer, and then his sister joins him, and she winds up being really freaking good, and she gets into all kinds of shit in there. Like it's wild. Yeah.
I
wish I could remember the name of it.
That helps. Merce mentions Tulsa King. That got recommended to me, and that is it. I watched the trailer, and it's a episode. I think up to episode 4. It's Sly Stallone, and he's like a mobster who's been away for 25 years. Right, he's kept his mouth shut, and he's come back, and everything's changed. Like marijuana, and all that. It's I think from what I can tell, that is pretty cool. A pretty cool show. Yeah, Tulsa King.
And it has Stallone in it.
Stallone's in it as I can't remember what his name is, but he's like this. He's kept his mouth shut for 25 years. He's been inside, and like there's no, he walks into like a cannabis store, going right. I want 15% of your cut to keep you whatever. Go, to keep you safe. I'll look after your business, and go
right.
It's legal. What are you talking? And it's all like that. You know what I mean? Where times have moved on, and he's still living in the past.
Yeah,
that sounds interesting.
It is. I'll start watching that once the World Cup's over.
I don't know what Shameless is. That's
God, Shameless is an absolute train wreck.
Is it?
Yeah,
crazy.
You got to watch it,
but kind of funny.
Yeah, it's the dad of the family. You just want to punch his life out because he is a waste of skin, and he will do anything to get high or drunk, even screw over his kids. Like he's just a piece of garbage. He's the kind of guy you find laying in the ditch because he's that wasted, and
that's Shameless.
That's Shameless. Yeah.
Okay.
And his oldest daughter, she'll bang anybody. And the young kids are trying to make money, so they're pimping out. It's a complete train wreck. But I like it. It's pretty good.
But I like it.
Yeah, it's different. You gotta watch it. I think they got like 6 seasons or something. But there's a Shameless US. That's the one I watch. But there's also a Shameless UK. And I've seen.
That's why it rings a bell, but I don't know what it's about.
I've seen 2 seasons of the UK one, and it's the same kind of shit, just different people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shameless.
But I think the US one is a little bit more disgusting.
A little more disgusting.
That's only what. What do you say? Yeah, it's hilarious and annoying. Yeah, there you go, Susan. That's a good one for you guys to try.
Okay, I'll check it out. I've written it down.
Shameless.
Hey George, can you play a song for me?
I'll try.
I got my soccer beer here.
Oh, okay.
Da, 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 da.
I'll see if I've got that request in my mix. Hang on, let's
Oh,
see.
do you? Okay.
Yeah,
It
I'll
might be a
just
hard
check.
one to find.
I'm just going to check the bag of tricks and put it in the mix if I have. Okay, here we go.
Wow.
Is that the one?
That's it.
La 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 la.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
I'll be right back.
George. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'll be
Get
right
that
back.
fixed, will you?
I'll be right back. Don't. Yeah, 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
We're not
All right,
going
George
anywhere.
George is going away for 2 seconds.
Oh,
All right, so Heiko, how's it going, man? Okay, long term now. Now, how long has it been since your accident? It's a year and a half now.
it was April 22nd. Yeah, over a year and a half.
Okay, so long term, how are you doing physically?
Well, now I'd say I'm back 85%.
Yeah.
I'm still a little stiff. Like I don't have all my flexibility back. The thing that's the tightest and giving me the worst is excuse me, sciatica, hamstring, that kind of thing. The back of my legs.
Yeah.
Always stay tight. And I can get a massage and I can do stretches. And so walking, I'm getting way better at. But the thing that still messes me up bad is standing still.
Yeah.
Or walking really
Seizing.
slow. Like you know when you're like at the grocery store and you're walking really slow. It does me in. Yeah, does me in.
Does it go tingly and numb and all that, or does it hurt?
No, it just hurts. It really hurts.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. So the only thing I can do is try and stretch or sit down. Like I can't stand very long. Other than that, I'd say and get most of my strength back. Lifting stuff, moving, bending over. Like I'd say I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
And for what I understand, if I don't do physio myself every single day, it's just going to get worse.
Yeah.
Because I had a spot there where I had they screwed up my appointments on it, so I actually missed physio for 3 weeks. And holy crap, I felt like I was back 2 months.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
what kind of stretches do you do, Heiko, for the sciatica?
for
anyone
no, it's the back of your legs. So actually sitting flat with your legs on the floor, trying to touch your toes, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Or one that I do most is stand at a staircase, and you put one leg up 3 steps, keep your knees straight, and then you slowly lean forward. Right?
For like 10, 15, 30?
30 seconds at a time. You do it a couple times, right? Each side.
And that helps. That helps you.
It does. And there's one I found. It's hard to do because you have to find something solid that's just the right height. Like when you go to physio, they have the massage type tables, but you can raise and lower them. So they put it up to the right height, and it's the best stretch I've ever done. And like to stretch your left leg, you put your left leg up on top of this table, and you actually have your foot pointed to the right. You know what I mean? So you're actually putting your foot, like from your knee to your foot, you're putting it on top of the table flat.
Okay.
All right. And then you lean forward.
Right.
And it really, really stretches. It's like, holy crap.
Right.
So, but the problem is finding something that's fairly solid to do that on.
Yeah.
That's the right height.
And
if you look at the furniture, there's not much, right?
No.
And countertops, tables, all that shit is just a couple inches too high.
Right.
Yeah. So you just have to find something. And when I was in Mexico, I found they had a wooden armrest on the couch, which was fairly high, and it worked. So I did that on that. Yeah.
Good. That's good to know. Yeah. For anyone That's in a similar boat.
It's a bitch of a muscle. They're massive muscles, and they get tight very quickly.
Yeah, I've been there.
And that's my main problem. So stretching them is important.
Yeah.
I know what I got myself. I got. I don't know if you've ever seen these. It's just called a foam roller.
Oh yeah, yeah, with hollow, right?
No, it's not hollow. It's solid.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it's hard.
Yeah.
It's really dense.
Mhm.
And I found this to be a really good tool to do your calves, the back of your legs, the front of your legs, your back. You can do a lot of stuff. You just put it on the floor and you roll back and forth on it.
Right.
And it freaking hurts, I'll tell you. It's not a fun thing to do.
But it works.
Again, it works. It helps.
So how often do you do that and for how long?
I usually do it at night when I'm watching TV. I'll throw it on the floor and I'll just roll around on it and do different things.
Right.
And you do what you can bear, because the more you do it, the more it starts to hurt, because what you're doing is you're flattening, you're squishing the muscle. So you're getting, the more you do it, the deeper you're getting. So you do 10 rolls back and forth type thing, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're laying on your stomach, you put it just above your knee, and then you're on your elbows or your arms, and you just push yourself back and forth on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And you roll it up to your groin and then back down to your knee, up to your groin, down to your knee, on the front of your legs.
Mm-hmm.
You can do the same on the back of your legs, your calves, all that shit.
Yeah, and you do that most days?
Yep.
And for how long do you do that?
Well, I do like 10.
Okay.
Right? Up, back and forth, down, I do 10. Eventually, I'll be able to do more, but right now I can really just do 10.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Yeah.
Oh, Susan says, I know it helps.
Right, there you go. Yeah. Heiko's health hints. There we go.
Oh, here we go. Heiko's health at HHH.
Yeah.
A new part of the show, Heiko's health hints.
Yeah, we should do that every week, yeah.
Ringo's rants and Heiko's health hints.
There you go. And then we can deal with the pot and the booze as well. We're just full of information here.
Mm-hmm. We can do it all.
Non-expert hints.
Yeah, that's right.
We should just do like what's a Dr. Seuss show or whatever.
Yeah.
Call in with your problems and we'll give you advice. But
that's right.
That would be awesome.
We'll see.
Like a question show. You have problems with
your
lover or whatever. I'm sure one of us can answer your questions.
There'll be one of us with our fields of expertise.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just a mountain of knowledge, a fountain of knowledge. We can pass it out there.
We'll put a wig on Ringo. He can be Dr. Ruth.
There you go.
Well, he does the tarot thing, right? When he comes back.
Yeah.
Is it Dear Abby? Was that the original one?
Dear Abby. Yeah, I think it was. Dear Abby was in the newspaper, I think.
Everybody would send her problems.
Send her, and she'd answer. Yep.
Yeah.
My boyfriend went with his sister, cousin to the prom, and they didn't take me. And
Susan's known as Dr. Susie.
Well, maybe we should bring a guest on one time.
Yeah, you know what we should do? We should have her on for 10 minutes every show, and then people ask her questions, and she'll be Dr. Susie and fix her problems.
We can have a brand new.
Think of that, girl. You want to do that?
Emotional problems, financial problems.
Dr. Susie can fix it.
Health problems. We can do it all. Yeah.
You got to have fun, guys. Like
you got to.
Seriously, you have to have fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's talk nail fungus with Heikadelic.
There you go.
That crazy lady on it. It's not contagious. Use your wife's toothbrush to clean your toenails, and then you'll be good.
Yeah. I just reminded me of a joke about a camel, but I'm not going to go there with that one.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Camel? Was there a toe involved?
Is it about drinking?
No, it's about no. Well, that
like the camel drinking water.
It was about in the desert in the Foreign Legion, and the camel was used to go for sex. Right.
Okay. I don't know that one. I think you should tell us, George.
Should I tell you? All right. Well, I can't remember it. Here's the gist of it. So this guy You know what the Foreign Legion is? It's like where they go and it doesn't matter where you're from, and they're in the middle of the desert. I don't know where it is, but like you can have trouble. No one asks you if you passed. No one asks for anything.
Right.
So this young Brit guy, goes over because he's getting away from whatever troubles he's got back home, and he joins the Foreign Legion, as they're called. And he's there for about a month, and he goes to his, sergeant. He goes, "Been here for a month, and it's, what it's like. No ladies and all that. It's not allowed." He goes, "Oh, we use a camel for that kind of thing." He goes, "Oh, I'm not that desperate yet." So, anyway, a couple of months go by, and he goes, "Oh, what the heck?" This is like cutting a long story short, right?
Fine.
So anyway, the next day he goes to his sergeant and he says, Sarge, he said, "Thanks for your advice. I'm good for a while now. I used the camel. I had some great sex with it last night." And his Sarge looks up. He goes, "You did what?" He goes, "Well, the camel, you told me you use it for sex and everything. It was great." He goes, No. We use the camel to get into town where the ladies are." Well, anyway, there you go.
Nice. It's funny. I got a camel joke too.
Oh,
and I'll shorten it as well. There's a guy. He wants to get across the desert to where the ladies are. Same kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And he's going around because by camel it's 7 days to get there, right? But 7 days is a long time for a camel to be without water as well.
Right.
So the guy says, "Come on, I got good camels." And he says, "You got a bag here, you put your food and your water in there, and then there's the bag on the back, it's got 2 bricks in it." And he goes, "Okay." So he leaves, and 3 days later the camel drops dead, right? And he couldn't figure out. She comes back and he complains, and he goes, "Oh, that must have been a bad camel, right? So and so." So he gets another one and takes the camel to drink. He puts his water on the top, puts it right beside the bag with 2 bricks in it, and off he goes. 5 days, right? He comes back and complains. And long story short, the guy says, "Did you use the bricks?" He goes, "What do you mean use the bricks? I don't know what the bricks are for." He goes, he says, "When the camel's drinking, you get the 2 bricks and you bang it on the camel's balls and it'll suck in 2 extra days of water."
There you go. Yeah.
Wish you could hear my laughter, Susan saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad one. That was real bad.
Well, it's all in the timing, really, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even think I know any giraffe jokes. Holy crap!
Camels. We're talking about camels.
Camels.
Well,
Come
it's
on.
a classic. He said, "What do you
Oh,
call
okay, wait.
If you
I
don't know a
giraffe
camel joke, you can't complain about George or my jokes.
That's right. Yeah, if you've not got a camel joke in your quiver,
No camel joke, no complaining. That's it.
what do you call a camel with 3 humps?
Ooh,
Alice?
Humphrey.
free.
That was a camel with no hump.
People go
A cow.
Andromedon. Is it a dromedon or is it bacterian? It's one of those two, right? No, Humphrey.
Yeah, that's an oldie. Yeah, but it's a good one.
They're the oldies are the best. I'm living proof. Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
I should be on a stage, shouldn't I?
Oh,
I'll name it Tuning 2.
what was that?
That sounded like Tchaikovsky's 1812 to me. The cannon's going off.
Yeah. If you
So
do
we-
shots,
But that was
if
the
you do
remix.
shots of tequila, you don't burp.
Right.
My comment was
God.
about the joke before. All right.
Yeah, we got that. Yeah.
We're good there. We got it there. No problem.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the black drink I had? The
Oh
chook.
yeah. It's charcoal or something in it there. You said,
Chook. It's got
Chook.
charcoal in it.
Hmm.
Activated charcoal.
Does it look like Guinness? Well, actually, this isn't Guinness.
Yeah, but you know how? Oh, there's you got the good one.
Oh, the dark side.
The one with real bubbles in it.
Yeah.
No widget.
Dortmund.
It's-
All the way from Dortmund. Yeah.
No, it's actually like if you look at Guinness and Dortmund and all that, it's super super dark brown, right? Like Coke. But this drink with the chocolate in it, it was black, like the color black. It didn't have the brown tinge to it.
Oh yeah,
It was black, like the color black.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Like.
Well, black is technically black is not a color, is it?
Not a color. No, it's a tint.
There you go.
Mm.
We question.
And the first thing when I tried it, I stuck my tongue out after I was done my drink to make sure my tongue wasn't black.
Well, is it like thick or is it like fizzy or is
it? You can't even tell. It's a carbonated, fresh tropical drink. The only thing they put the charcoal in it. It does something for you, something good, the activated charcoal, but it makes the drink black. It settles your
stomach. Charcoal it's known to settle your stomach.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing to have in your system. It's filtering or something.
I just got a news flash that Christy Alley died.
Yeah, 71.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, cancer. The old C. Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, what's it died last week? It's Christine McVie from Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and there was a rumor going around the antisocial network, or whatever. Bruce Willis had died, but then he had to come on and say, no, he's not dead.
No, there's 3 or 4 that are fake going around.
Yeah. I know. But
how did Sue get that old?
It just happens. It's a way of life.
Yeah. Same age. Yeah, I know. It's just some people are more fortunate than others, right?
Yeah, somebody else that left us last week. Can't remember who it is now. Yeah.
I know some people, in their 30s, I've heard they die of cancer.
God, yeah.
It depends how it hits you and how your body is, and it's.
I had a cousin that died in like a late 20s, or mid late 20s with cancer back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Horrific.
Wow.
Can't imagine that.
Yeah, and my dad died younger than me with cancer. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
So yeah. Oh, you liar, Kathy! You're only 39. Come on.
plus,
even I wish.
39 plus HST. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a bit like that.
I think for us, George, we're not just HST, we're PST and carbon tax as well.
Both, like you got on, 2 taxes on there, and then a shipping charge on top of that, and then a convenience charge. Like they do on concert tickets, you got what's a convenience charge? Is that for the facility?
Yeah, it's just some bullshit they make up.
I mean, the ticket costs like $40, something like that, or whatever it is, and then by the time you finished, it's like $83 with all these charges, right?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
You just put my brain in a bad place, George.
Oh no, I didn't do that, did I?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Why? What's happened now?
I've been listening to news when I got back to Canada.
Oh, big mistake.
Yeah. Just
Tycho, what told you about listening to the news?
I haven't watched TV for the entire time I was away.
And the
only thing I watched is when I went down, there's a lounge outside the buffet, huge lounge, and they have a massive TV there, and they were playing all the soccer games. So every once in a while I go down there and watch some soccer, right?
Yeah.
But about
did you have a cigar? Do you smoke cigars?
Yeah. Down there you can smoke anywhere down there, just like not inside the building, but there's ashtrays freaking everywhere.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nice, relaxing. Put your feet up, have a cigar.
Yep. Have a cigar. Yep.
Well, actually, talking about soccer before, Germany went out early too. There was quite a few shocks.
I think Canada and Germany are both out, right?
Well, Canada didn't. Well, they got 2 goals and no points, but Germany went out again, a bit like Mexico on goal, on goal difference.
Yeah, I watched one of their games. I forget who they played, but they beat them.
Yeah.
But then the next day I heard they were out. And I go,
Yeah,
they just
same
beat the other
thing.
team.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it was on points, right?
it's on goal difference, yeah, on like
Goal
4
difference.
in a game.
That's how they do it? Okay.
Yeah. So that was a
Okay.
bit of a shock. Yeah. And there's somebody
What do you-
else. Belgium went out. Yeah.
What do you do, right?
Yeah, they
I
went
don't
out.
know.
The last one. Yeah.
I hate all these stupid soccer rules, aggregate, and all this stuff. If I play a game against somebody
Mhm.
and I win,
Yep.
I won.
Yeah.
You win.
No matter where the fuck I played the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why does it matter? I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't get it either. Like you said, you play 3 games, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And let's say you win 2 of them, 1-0, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And then your last game, you have to get like 8 goals because one of the other teams won 4-3, 3-2. So now you have to get more goals than the other team did. I think that's the dumbest fucking thing ever. A game is a game.
Yeah, no, but it's a round robin or whatever it's called. It's a knockout competition, right?
Yeah, so you're
in groups.
you're in
groups. You're in groups of 4. There was 8 groups of 4. It's going to be even more on the next one when it's here. But like so only the top 2 go through to like the knockout stages to qualify. So say a group like Canada's, we had Belgium, Canada, Croatia, and Morocco, right?
Right.
So only 2 can progress.
Okay, and that makes sense.
Right. So then, let's say everyone wins 2 games and they all have 6 points from 2 games. So then you have to do a count back to see which 2 can go through, because only 2 can go through. So that's when you get into splitting hairs then. See,
but that's stupid. Play until somebody scores.
Oh, you sound like my wife now. You
So,
sound like Mrs.
well, put it this way. So every game of those 4 teams,
everyone plays each other. 3
everybody
games.
ties every single fucking game. So everybody's got the same amount of points. Then what?
Well, then, are they all going to be 0-0s, or did somebody tie 2-2, or did somebody get 3-3, and then you look at who did it against who? You know what I mean?
God.
It gets very technical, but yeah. I mean, to me, like one of the things that is unfortunate happened today between Japan and Croatia was when you play extra time, you do an hour and a half, 90 minutes plus whatever the refs have, and it's ridiculous. This World Cup is ridiculous. Where they're finding all this additional time. It's like 8-9 minutes.
Oh, I know. I saw that in one of the games. It was like 8 minutes, and I'm going, what?
Where did that come from? And then they went into half an hour of extra time, 15 minutes each way. It's still 1-1, right? So they do it on penalties, and I think that is unfortunate. Where somebody has to miss a penalty, and you have to live with that for the rest of your career.
I totally agree with you, George. I always hated that in hockey and soccer.
Yeah.
When they do penalty kicks and penalty shots, that's bullshit, because now the entire team doesn't get a part say in anything. It's all about the goalie. It's all about the goalie. You're putting the whole game on one person. I remember
the rest of the
way
team
back.
Let the goalie get that part.
Well, that's it.
True, but it happens. It happens quite often where teams tie. And I still remember watching the Stanley Cup playoffs between the New York Islanders and the Toronto Maple Leafs. I don't remember the year, but it was way back. And they played 7 overtime periods, and Lanny McDonald finally scored. And that's how they won. So, you know what? If both teams are that evenly matched, play till you fucking drop.
I think that's correct.
Right? Edmonton did that back in the day in Gretzky's day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they did it too.
I remember going for hours and hours after. Right?
Yeah.
I was like, well, if Gretzky's so good, why isn't he fucking just dropping these guys?
They tried that, and I don't know why they didn't do it. They tried it in a few tournaments in football, soccer, wherever you come from. It was called the Golden Goal, where you literally had to play, 15-minute sections till somebody scored a goal. I mean, when I was young, there was no substitutes. You had 11 players in football and soccer, right?
Yeah.
Now there's like about 18 of them on the bench, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, you've got 18 players. If you get to that point after half an hour of whatever, regular, play another 15 minutes. If he's knackered or he's tired, bring one of these guys on till someone gets a bloody goal and actually wins a game like that way. Yeah. And I think
Like-
they should do that for sure.
Go back and put up what Susan just said. Her last comment and this comment. She just said that's no longer a sport. I'm
No,
curious
she
what
referred-
she said.
Is it to do with the World
Okay.
Cup or football?
I'm not sure. I missed the other comment.
Okay, everyone knows the rules ahead of time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the longer part of the sport. I think this is multiple. Yeah, they're a couple like a minute apart.
Okay.
But that's the thing.
But-
What gets
but yeah,
me.
like
I mean, I follow soccer because I was brought up on it. But you couldn't ignore
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Growing
Yeah.
up in England, right?
Right.
And like to me, like you look at what makes me like, and maybe I'm missing the point in somewhere when they go, we're resting him for the next game. Whether it's league football or whichever kind of football, and you go, the guy gets like hundreds of thousands of pounds a week. You know what I mean? Why is he resting? What's he resting for? You know what I mean? Play
He's
him.
beyond
$10
the
million a season.
Yeah, I know, but how can you rest a player, right? Because
Hey,
I can see the strategy where they're playing today, and it looks like they're going to win, so they want to keep their good guy off, get him rested, so when he plays tomorrow, he's going to be top notch. I get that,
but in this day and age,
not,
with the physio and the nutrition, these guys aren't like what it was 30 years ago.
Oh God, no.
Why are you resting him? Like, if he's any good, keep him on. If you need somebody to score a goal or what else, I don't know.
Yeah.
What are you taking him off for? You're winning the game 3-0. I get it. I get that. But like, then we'll go, well, we'll rest him because next time is whatever. And I go, I don't get that at all.
I kind of get that, George, what they're doing, because if the coach is sure the game is in the bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hockey, soccer, whatever, then they're gonna keep one of their best scorers off so he doesn't get injured. It's like a guarantee type thing, right? No one's gonna hit him and hurt him or whatever. Yeah. So now he's good to go for the next game. I kind of get that.
Yeah.
But this penalty shot thing, I think it's the dumbest frickin' thing they ever did in sports.
It is. To decide something as big as that.
Play till you're done.
Well, like
that's it.
Yeah. Like in basketball. I think that sport, they just keep playing till there's a spread of 3 points or something like that, and then the team wins once the game's over. Mm-hmm. Don't they do that? Mm-hmm. I'm not a big basketball guy.
No, I'm not either. I think this should be basketball because everyone, like when they started off, I know it's regulation height, whatever you want to call it, the baskets are at a certain height, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if they've always been like that, but the guys have got taller. Right?
Yeah. So yes, they have.
So why don't you raise the baskets for God's sake? You know what I mean? It's like these guys don't have to jump. Some of them, it's in the.
No, they just go like this. But in that sport, again, I don't know very well. They play a game. They have a certain amount of time to play.
Yeah.
And if they are tied, or even I think 1 point apart when the time runs out, they keep playing till they're 2 points apart or 3 or something.
Oh, you've got to win by 2 clear points, right? But tennis is like that too, right?
Yeah.
Once you get to that stage, you can't win like 6, whatever it is, 4. You have to win.
So if the teams keep playing, they play, and if they keep countering their points, they play until one team gets to that spot. So technically, they could play an extra hour or whatever, right? Yeah. So come on, in hockey and soccer, it's not like you're getting 157 points in a freaking game. You might only get 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you tie 1 all or 2 all, Jesus, keep playing till the team wins.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I don't care if it's a 5-hour game. I think the only ones that have control over that is the media, because they don't want to have a game on for 5 hours or 6 hours, right?
Well, maybe that's
it. They have to put their commercials on and their other bullshit shows. But
you've got the schedules, right? So that kind of makes sense from that side.
So what if you have a schedule? These teams have to play till there's a winner, right? That's what I say.
All right. Well, everyone, yeah, I see that side of it. Where
Everybody has opinion, and that's mine, right?
yeah,
It's like
yeah. Well, it's like
penalty.
baseball, right? You don't know what time a baseball game's going to finish. Do you really?
No, they keep playing more and more innings until a team actually wins,
Yeah,
right?
and I'm not like when it's tied after 9 innings. I noticed, was it last year or the year before, where they brought in, when they go into the 10th inning, they actually put a guy on second base now just to hurry it all up. Have you noticed that? I thought, well, that's kind of a good move.
I'm not a big baseball guy. I don't know.
I'm
but
not.
I know they play more and more innings until a team actually wins, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I mean, like, when it goes, it's tied after the bottom of the 9th. They go into the 10th, and you have a man on second base. Already. So if the first guy comes in, whacks it out, you've already got somebody who's halfway around. I guess that was done to speed it up a little bit, But that's no guarantee either.
It's like Susan just said. She goes, "The true athlete needs a rest." Yes, it does. But if you have a team of 11 or 18 athletes, that's a team effort. Yes. You know what? You guys play till you freaking drop. Somebody has to win this game, and they have to win it properly. They have to actually win. It can't be a tie, right?
Can't be
not penalty shots, because now
we play at your place, so I win by a point.
It's your top 5 kickers or shooters, and your poor sucker goalie.
Or the poor guy that misses. It can be the guy that misses. You know what I mean? He might be the best penalty taker on the team when they have a proper penalty within a game, and he might lose his cool because there's so much more riding on it. It's not just points or whatever.
Canada did it, right?
It's 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like that's how they started, right? They missed a penalty with
hockey. You came in from the center of the ice, and you can shoot or try to deke out the goalie. It's a whole different thing. But soccer, it's stupid. The ball is how far away from the goal line when they do penalty kicks, and the net is how freaking big. Like the goalie goes, it's got a 50-50 chance of getting it.
Yeah.
Actually, it's less. It's less because if he's going up or down.
But now he can't actually move. I mean, they retake them now. He can't move till it kicks the ball, which to me is silly.
Yeah, it's like, come on. It's the dumbest thing ever.
How the goalies do that is they study the people, the players that they're playing against.
Yeah.
And they go by average. This guy, 10 out of 20 times, will kick to the top left corner.
That's
so you dive to the top left corner, and that time he kicks it to the bottom right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't have time to react. You just have to choose where you're going.
Oh, look. Yeah. It's instinct. It's instinct, right? You just go with your instincts. Which way?
You think that's a fair way to win any kind of game on instinct? Like, no. It's a team game.
Not as huge as that. No,
it's a team game, especially in this kind of shit. World Cup or the Stanley Cup, that kind of shit.
There's guys there that have been working 4 years to get to that point. They have to wait another 4 years, and some aren't going to be there, right? Because they're getting older.
No.
And you go out on something silly like that, it's just not right. There's got to be a better way of doing it, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's why I drank a lot of tequila.
Oh, tequila.
Is it a better way of doing that? Is it where we can improve tequila drinking?
You know what? There isn't. You just have to find something good. And I think if there's connoisseurs out there, they know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not just tequila.
Right.
It's whiskey.
Anything.
It's vodka. It's rum. It's any kind of drink. Scotch, weed.
Yeah. Weed.
Doesn't matter.
It's true. It's true, George.
I'll take your word for that. Okay.
If you go out and spend that little bit extra money and buy a good quality product, it's night and day.
Right. Oh yeah.
Night and day.
Yeah, I get that.
Most of the tequilas, like even there's one that's called Don Julio. The Americans are insane about Don Julio. You gotta have Don Julio number 7. Okay, that's your favorite tequila.
Yeah.
I don't agree. My cousin doesn't agree. He's a tequila drinker. I got another buddy's a tequila drinker. And Don Julio is not as it's a good quality, but it's not as good. Yeah. Night, Susan.
Yeah, stay well.
You're awesome.
You're
awesome.
Susan.
We'll have you on the show one day.
Susan just called it. You might as well start it there, Heiko.
Why? We're not ready yet.
It's 11 o'clock.
Do you know where your children are? Remember that commercial?
Yeah.
I do. I do. And
You mean
one
I don't-
upstairs and the other one's in.
But what was your answer? Was it yes or do I don't really care?
For what?
Yeah, back then it was who fucking knows.
That's like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
the kids are, in fact, who's bothered? I don't know. Bothered.
It was either they're in bed or I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually, back
cares?
then it was me, and it was like, nope, they don't have a fucking clue where I am.
Well, I was
Yeah.
like that as a kid. It was all right for me. It's all right for them.
Yeah, my parents always said, "No call's a good call."
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
You know, and they couldn't track me down because we didn't have cell phones. My mum didn't know where I was half the time.
No.
As long as
No,
my mother, I tell you, my mother, Lucy, she used to, I'd be going out. This is when you get to like 14, 15, when you start going out and, you know, and other things, you start exploring life a little bit and things like that. And whoever. And she used to say to me, right, if you're not in by 1 o'clock, I'm bolting the door because you know, it's on her own. So she used to lock me out. So I used to have to, at the weekends, if I'd gone out somewhere, I had to stay wherever I was with whoever I was because I couldn't go home till she got up at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
On the Sunday.
And think about that. Think about it. Yeah. That is awesome.
It was great.
It's not that parents didn't care.
Yeah.
If you're up that late, you were probably wasted. So
I wasn't really drinking it. I wasn't really. I mean, you know, you're 14.
Well,
15,
we used to.
But you could stay out in your friends' houses. There's girls and things like that, and you know, and you didn't go home.
No, and if you were at that age and you wanted to stay out past midnight or 1 o'clock or whatever your curfew was, your parents locked the door. They did that for a reason. Now you get your way home somehow. You can't get in the freaking house.
Yeah.
So you should have stayed at your friends instead of trying to come home drunk.
Precisely. The only time that I used to do that was with my sister before she moved out. My elder sister, when she got married, I literally used to come home sometimes because I had nowhere to stay. Yeah. And I used to throw, because her bedroom was at the back of the house. You should like literally do the stones.
Oh yeah.
So she would let me in. Yeah. But then when she moved out, then I had to stay. I had nowhere to go.
Yeah. My bedroom was in the basement, so I just would unlatch the window, and then I would go, and then I'd be gone to whenever and come back in later, right?
Oh no, I used to have slept on couches, floors, you name it. Someone's armchair in the front room,
you know,
but don't tell me, folks, and all that. Yeah. And then I remember once waking up. It was a Sunday morning. I was about 18, and a friend of mine, we'd been out wherever. And he lived like at the south of Manchester. I lived in the north of Manchester. So we were out, you know, on the town kind of thing. And I remember like he didn't have a spare bed or anything, but she can stay at our house, George. And I was on the carpet in front of the fire. They had a gas fire. Like, you know, I said, I'll leave the fire on you because this was like February, something like that. So leave the heating on for you. Yeah. And blah, blah. So I woke up. It was something like out of Psycho. And I wake up and there's this old lady, grey-haired old lady, look like Granny Clampett. It's like kicking me in the head, right? And she's going, like, hey, what's going on here? Right. And she, like, it's this granny, lovely lady. That's how I met her, actually. Like, this sweet little old lady. But she thought it was my buddy Steve who'd left his wet clothes because it was pouring down when we arrived, right? Yeah. And she thought I was a pile of wet clothes, and she was like moving them out of the fire so she could turn it up, you know. I go, hey, it's me. Boy, what's going on here?
Just hoofing you.
Yeah, hoofing me in the head, yeah. Because I was like, you know, whatever. I was using the jacket as a pillow and all that, yeah. Yeah. Great days. Great days, kids.
My parents were pretty strict back in the day, and I had a 1974 Dodge Dart, and I had it all souped up with side pipes and all that. Yeah. So the car was loud, right? Yeah. So I would sneak out at night, but I was one of the only people that had a good car, right? So if I wanted to go out at night, I would climb up a base of window, climb over the fence, and I would have to push my car down the street and around the corner before I could start it.
Yeah.
So I had, and I'm doing it on my own, right?
Yeah.
So if I wanted to go out, I had a bit of a chore ahead of me. And then coming home, it was easier because you could shut it off, turn it, put it in neutral, and coast down the street and park it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Okay, days. What are the days, my friend?
I know, eh?
Oh, you got me going now, yeah. Anyway, I think
It's
Dave wants to shut us down.
I know, he wants to go to bed.
He's like the bartender goes, sorry, bar's closed.
Yeah, well, I
Last
just
call.
kicked off on the other computer again.
Yeah, of course
Oh,
it
yeah?
is.
Yeah.
That's convenient.
Wow. Well, I'll leave my rant then for next week. How's that?
Right. Yeah, hopefully
Right.
Ringo will be back next
Yeah,
week.
you're not allowed to rant. That's Ringo's thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll have to talk to Ringo, tell him the rant because I was so pissed. But anyways, we'll leave that
Right.
at that.
Okay.
So you guys are awesome. Nice to see you again. It actually is nice to be back home. I miss the warm weather and I miss the drinks and the bikinis and all that stuff.
But you wouldn't appreciate it as much if it didn't get cold, right?
Yeah, it's
That's
true. It's true.
Yeah. It has to get cold to appreciate
Just makes me look forward to the next time.
Of course.
But anyways, I want to thank the guests that were on our show tonight. Number one was Kathy. With a close second was Melanie, Joe, Susan, Esfin, who never came back and told us his riddle, and Jackie and Murph. And thanks to you guys for being awesome and being on the show. And we're going to see everybody again here next Monday night at 9:30, when we get 30, on the Heikadelic Show. Have a great week, everybody, and cheers. Hit the button, Derek. Damn it.
I'm trying.
Do it now.
I'm trying to
Do
hit
it. Do
I
it.
clicked it.
It's not happening.
Oh,
Okay.
let's continue.
Extended show. Never mind, folks. We're not leaving.
We are soon.
All right.
Again.
Come on. You can do it.
Yeah,
Just
try
Don't
again.
know when.
All right.
just pull the cord out of the wall. It'll do it.
That's right.
Worse, I just hit
End.
The road goes on forever
outro
and the
to
party
actually
never
go.
ends.
Go, outro, go.
Okay. I'm just going to sit here and.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
you just sit here and wait for it to go. That's it, folks. Thank you for watching the Heikadelic Show.
See what happens when you smoke a big fatty before the show? You can't find the buttons.
Exactly.
I never smoked any fatties before the show. I did like 5 bongs, maybe 8.
That's like having a big fatty. Okay?
That's like having 2 bongs. 2 of my bongs is 1 joint.
So there you go. You had a big fatty. Come on. Stop arguing.
man.
See? That's the problem right there.
Look, I literally have to. I try to get back
All right,
on
George.
my computer so I can.
We're
We're
going to be on all night, buddy.
Okay. That's all right. You can do it.
When I first cued you to let's get the fuck off, we could have been off by now.
Yeah, but I wasn't ready.
That's right. You have to finish properly.
I always have to properly say thanks to everybody and yada, yada, yada. Wish everybody good week.
Yeah. All the best to Ringo. All the best to Junior. Who else is out there that's going through a bit of...
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All our pals.
I sent out a word to Ringo this week, and he was hoping to be on today, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully things go well for him.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe next week.
Well, that's another wrap for the Heikadelic Show, folks, so time to get dirty. And don't forget, listen in next week on Monday night and every Monday after that for the Heikadelic Show at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like more information on the Heikadelic Show, please find us at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. We'll see you all next week on the Heikadelic Show. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor for the Heikadelic Show, it's easy. Just send us an email at info@theheikedelicshow.com. Meanwhile, you can browse our website at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. Click on our sponsor tab and find out more information on sponsorships. Thanks for joining the Heikadelic Show, fans.